and welcome to the Autocar show. Now this week we're going to talk about India's top-selling car, the Alto. This is really an important car for Maruti, but surprisingly enough they've done nothing much with it in the last 10 years. Now, it's all set to get changed. It's going to have a heart transplant, it's going to have a facelift, and it's going to get fresher interiors. How much will this change its character? Well, we're going to find out.
First, you notice the more aggressive, longer front to accommodate the larger K-series engine. The bonnet with more cuts and creases, the sharper looking new crystal clear headlamps, and a strong front grille all give it a bolder look. The rear tailgate is stylized too with the combo lamps, and there are garnishes like the body colored side moldings and bumpers. The Alto now sits on larger 13-inch tires, giving it a more grown-up look. On the surface, a character change for sure. On the inside, it's still a very basic built-to-cost look. But there are some nice touches like the new gear knob, the new speedometer cluster with a tachmeter, and a 3-spoke steering. The Alto also now comes with features that you never had before. Take a look at the long list. Now the biggest change, the one that will make the most difference, is the one under the hood. This Alto now comes fitted with a K10 engine, 998cc, 68 bhp, and a nice 9.2 kgm of torque.
Now we've seen this K-series engine before, we've really liked it in the other cars. And in the Alto it's really doing well because this is probably the lightest car that it's been in. It's given this car a new character, it's got a lot more pep, it's given it a zing, it's made it more fun to drive, and this engine has that typical Maruti character that we've come to really enjoy. Put your foot down anywhere and go, doesn't really need much gear changes.
Pretty and fun to drive are the Alto's new characteristics, making it a great little city car. Its dimensions just add to that aspect, making it maneuverable. Now with the engine, there's a new cable-shift gearbox as well with a 5-speed synchro mesh. It makes gear changes easy, but like I said, you won't need many because the ratios are well spaced, making this also very drivable. Now the fact that it's light and with the way that the gear ratios are packed, it means that you can also expect great fuel efficiency from this little car. The figures we've been quoted in test conditions are 20.2 kilometers per liter, so in the real world expect around 16, which is anyway a great figure. Apart from the engine, the larger tires too have made a difference to the way the Alto tackles the road.
The wider tires have actually given the Alto a little bit more grip, and the steering is also quite nimble. It's quite quick round the corners. It's only around the dead center position it tends to feel a bit vague.
The Alto does feel more stable than before, and you are at more ease around the corners, but there's still a bit of body roll. But this is really a city car, and for its purpose, it's stable enough. Has the improved grip altered the ride? Well, I'm hopping in the back to find out.
The engineers that worked on this car have tried to carve out every centimeter of space by making a scoop at the back of the front seat, but legroom is still tight in here, and with the cabin being narrow, it feels quite cramped, feels like a small car. But what does not feel like a small car is the ride quality. Maruti engineers really know how to sort out the suspension for the Indian roads.
So most of that 125mm of length that's been added onto the Alto has gone into accommodating the new engine, none of it really to the inside or the boot space. Still, one has to say that we didn't expect so many changes, and it was a pleasant surprise. In many ways, it does feel like a different car.
The new Alto K10 has changed. It's grown up and it's got much more character, and it's really quite different from its predecessor, the older Alto. Now, whilst that will remain in its present form on the Indian roads, it's just a basic form of transport from point A to point B, and it's a bit mundane. This one has more zing. And with just a marginal price hike, it's still very affordable, but now much more fun.